Well, we hit the ditch. Son of a gun. No, we didn't hit the ditch. We didn't hit the ditch. I'd tell you if we did. I don't know if you can see. She's a little snowy around here. Even had to put my mucklucks on. She's pretty deep. It's summertime in no, this is winter in Canada. I'm working on a load here, as you can see. I got some crates, blue things. Gotta get all that silver stuff on top of all this silver stuff and on top of that gray stuff. So we're out here working, just so you know. You keep thinking I'm out gallivanting around, sitting on boats and golfing all the time. Nope, we actually do some work sometimes. But it's gonna be cold. It's gonna be cold. Luckily, this load's going to Midland again, back to Midland, so I can get away from this crap. Although I'm going to be in it most of the way. I think Colorado got hit, and I think it's Wyoming's time, so this is what we're working on anyway. Had to build it's a little tough around here when they don't give you any kind of supplies, and the tools don't run along the side properly, as you can see. They're kind of awkward shapes, so you gotta kind of come up with a way to put another bundle on here. So I had to build my own little blocking, what do you call it, cribbing, I guess, cribbing, I don't know. Look at the snow. I don't know if you can see it on the screen, but it's just cruising past. So this is what we're working on. He went, oh, I left my door open. You know you're a Canadian when you leave your door open in the wintertime. And you start sucking on Slurpees in the wintertime too. So this is what we're working on. Trying to get a little more freight for the way down. Maximize our revenue, because we got some room. See, we got all that space up there. I'm kind of hoping I didn't load her too far back here. When I started, I'm like, well, this should work, because this trailer, like I've said a million times before, but I'll keep saying it, it puts a little weight up front, right? More so than any other trailer I've had before. So I'm hoping that puts a little weight up front, but if not, I'm only gonna have 37,000 pounds, lift up that front axle, and that'll put a lot of weight to the front. So that's my plan. Anyway, look at this crap. Like, look. Terrible. And it's fluffy and light, which is nice, but that just means she's gonna be darn cold. Alright, stay tuned. It's tough to tell where the sky stops and the ground starts. In some spots anyway. Okay, so after I loaded that stuff, that's what it looks like. Had to throw a box on top. They came up with some more stuff, so that's awesome. I got 6 pallets of some stuff and another couple pallets of this and that and those and there, and yeah, she's been an adventure. And yeah, we are a little heavy back here. We're exactly 40,000 pounds. So it's too much to go with the tandem. But it does take a little bit of weight off the front. So we're going to use all our skills and try and keep the truck going. It's not that bad. But yeah, the cribbing's all holding up good. So yeah, I screwed up, loaded it too far to the back. But hey, just as long as you can do well with your screw ups, right? If you're gonna screw up, just as long as you can fix it. So if I load too much to the front, I can't fix it as well. Whereas if I load back here a little more, I can at least lift the axle, get some weight on the front. But all this stuff helped keep me on the road, so that's what we're doing. We're heading south, going to Midland, getting out of this godforsaken country. I love it, but not too fan of the weather. What I was trying to say is I'm not a fan of the weather. Yeah, there's people that like their seasons, and I like summer, and I like fall, you know, love it as well. But when it's this cold, nothing goes right. You know what Mama always used to say? Nothing good happens after midnight. And then I added, nothing good happens after minus 30 Celsius. Or minus 35 Fahrenheit. Nothing good happens. So it's a good thing I'm getting out of here, because the end of this week in Alberta, it's supposed to be, with wind chills, minus 52 Celsius at home, which is minus 60 something, 61 Fahrenheit. Oh, Lord, tundra. We usually get it about February. We usually get a couple days of this, but it's coming here in January, so that's where you just hunker down. You know, if you own a truck and it's that cold, you just hunker down, man. Take Friday off. It's supposed to warm up again Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Just take the day off. Go sit. Don't shut your truck off. Whatever you do, do not shut your truck off if you're in that kind of temperatures. I know it's harder with the DPF or the DPF, and then also the DEF fluid engines. So what I've done before when it's this cold, because if you run them all the time, they'll shut themselves down. They won't regen a lot of times. How often do you press that regen button? Does it regen for you? Not very often. So what I have done in that cold is that you just get no sleep. If you got to run the truck overnight, when I'm done my day, I'll shut the truck off for a couple hours, turn on the bunk heater, but I'll keep watching the temperature on the truck, and when it gets down to about 100, turn the truck on. Idle the truck. About 5-6 hours, shut her down. You're gonna get no sleep, but that'll prevent you from building up that soot, and then maybe also it'll do a regen in those 5 or 6 hours. Well, that's just what I've done. I'm sure other people do other things. You can't just let them run constant for 10, 12 hours, running 24 hours. Well, mine just wouldn't, in my experience anyway, my trucks just wouldn't let me do that. They would shut themselves down, demand a regen. You go to fire them up, it might not regen, then it derates itself, and blah 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 blah. You're going up the hill, you can't go up the hill, now you're going backwards and all everything. And then you crash, and boom bang, and children and women are screaming and crying. And so that's my experience. That's what I do. But if you got a truck that you don't have to shut off, don't shut it off, man, in that temperature. Winter front, some of them, some work, some don't. The winter front I got with this full Freightliner, it was pointless. Had plastic around the outsides and a little strip of plastic in the middle, and then the rest was all open. So that's telling me that you don't really need a winter front on this thing. I've used them, but if I'm heading south, won't need it. Anyway, you saw the load. I delivered all my stuff that I brought up. Went home, put on some garbage bags, tried to lose some weight. Didn't lose any weight, because then I had ice cream. What can you do? What can you do? Hey, I'm trying. So yeah, we're gonna head south. Once we get a little warmer, I might throw the devil's blanket on there to keep some of that shrink wrap all intact. It was just too dangerous last night. Too slippery, too snowy, too cold, too windy. Yeah. You know what I'm gonna say? It was not safe. I don't say that too often. It wasn't safe. But really, positively, for reals, everybody be careful this week. All my fellow Canadians, my family, drive safe, take it easy, no rush, and just take the weekend off. Just don't go nowhere. Hunker down, turn the heat up, get the fireplace going, look after the house, make sure the house is going, don't worry about the cars, plug them in, but don't plan on going nowhere. Just hang out, all of you. Let it pass, and then carry on life next week, right? Right on. Take care. Bye for now.